Hey everybody, how's it going out there? I want to talk about a common mistake that a lot of people make in audio production when they are starting out, and that is clipping your audio. So, what is clipping your audio? Well, in the digital realm, audio cannot go above 0 dB full scale without sounding distorted and ugly. And so it can't go any higher than 0 dB. And once it tries to, it just sounds nasty. Now, back in the old analog days when everything was done analog, you could actually get away with a little bit of clipping because in analog, a little bit of clipping just sort of saturates the audio a little bit. It applies some warmth and subtle compression, and it could actually sound nice. But it doesn't work that way in digital, and most of us are working in the digital realm today. Most of us are recording digitally and we are mixing digitally inside the box. So it's very important that we don't have our levels too hot. There's no good reason to have your levels extremely hot, either going in or mixing. You're not gaining anything, but you risk ruining your audio. I want to show you a little example here. I'm going to start playing this song here, this vocal. And I'm going to use this trim plugin here to crank up the volume and just kind of show you what I'm talking about. All right, so right now this lead vocal is peaking at -8, which is pretty good. But now, actually, we got a -3 there, which is a little bit higher than what I would have liked. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to crank it on up. Okay, now you see this? If your meters when recording and mixing look like this, you are in trouble. All right, so there's no real reason in the digital realm to be recording and mixing real hot like this. Okay, that's just going to ruin your audio. And so a couple things you need to be aware of is that when you are recording, you need to make sure that you're not getting too hot, because if you clip on the way in, you're ruining your audio. But also while mixing, you need to be careful that your individual tracks, and in this case I just have this one for this example, but all your individual tracks, you need to make sure they're not clipping, that there's some headroom. But also your master mix bus. Keep in mind that all of your individual tracks have to funnel into the master mix bus. And once that happens, even if your individual tracks are not clipping, after they funnel into the master mix bus, this could be clipping over here, and that's going to ruin your mix as well. So you really don't need to be recording and mixing hotter than -5 or -6 dB in the digital realm. It doesn't do you any good. Digital recording is very clean. You don't really have the noise floor that you had with analog recording, and so it doesn't do you any good to record super hot. You just risk ruining your recordings, and also in mixing you risk ruining your mixes. So keep that in mind, that on your individual tracks, don't be peaking above -5, -6 dB, and on your master mix bus you really shouldn't be peaking above, -4, -5, -6 dB either. Okay, now in the mastering process, obviously you're going to be peaking louder than that, but that's the mastering process where a limiter is applied to make sure that the audio, that the mix or the master does not clip. But right now we're just talking about the recording and mixing phase. So again, when you are recording, try not to be peaking above -5, -6 dB, and make sure that over here on your master mix bus, that again you're not getting too hot over here. Keep it around about -5, -6 dB. Hope that helps you guys out. Keep your audio from getting ruined by not clipping. Don't record and mix too hot. All right. Really appreciate you guys watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you next time.